It's big dog season, and you can't stay still because you want it. Mm-hmm. Talk that talk, George. You still scraping your plate because you're hungry. Mm-hmm. Talk that talk.
Good morning. Today is Friday. It is January 3rd. The year is 2023. It is a beautiful Friday morning. So the past few days have been a roller coaster ride with Earl at the hospital. On New Year's Eve, I went to the hospital and hung out with Earl. New Year's Eve night, we were in the hospital. The ball dropped. We watched TV. We laughed. We had fun. That night, they moved him out of ICU and into a regular bed. So I'm thinking, gosh, this is good. We're getting close to him getting out of this hospital. Things are improving. That night, I went home about 2 in the morning, drove home, went to bed. The next day, I called Earl. He said he wasn't feeling well. He couldn't eat his breakfast. He had threw it up. So I said, okay. Well, let me get dressed, get over there. Took me a second to get dressed and get over there because I had some stuff that I was doing over here on New Year's Day. Just some minor things, some stuff I had to take care of over here at the house. No New Year's Day dinner, you knew that. And I ended up driving to the hospital. When I got there, Earl was exhausted. He was bent over. There was a couple of nurses in the room. The blood pressure was showing low on the machine, and I was like, that must be inaccurate. So they were trying to get a reading to find out if this was accurate. Earl's sister and his niece were there also. So I'm looking around trying to figure, see what's going on. And I was like, is that accurate? Is his blood pressure that low? And they said, we're trying to find out now. So eventually they made the decision they were going to have to bring a team of people in there to assess the problem and see what was going on. So they rushed a bunch of people into the room. There was about 10 people, 15 people in this room. And they were running around trying to find out what happened, because with him being released from ICU last night, everything was fine. They released him. Now he's over here. We got major problems going on. They running labs. They pulling blood. They doing all this stuff. They're trying to figure out. But the whole time Earl said, well, my stomach is hurting. So they made the decision that they're going to take him back to ICU. And en route to ICU, they never made a decision. They had hooked up to all these machines now to get his blood pressure up. They said they took him down to do a CAT scan on his stomach. He said his stomach is hurting. Something's going on here. They rushed down and get CAT scan or MRI of his stomach. Brought him back to the room. This took hours to do all this stuff. I was sitting there for hours just waiting because I don't know what the fuck was going on. So I was now waiting outside his new room at the ICU. I was sitting there waiting, going to go and get something to eat, come back waiting. I ate. They had cooked New Year's Day dinner at the hospital, so I went and ate that. Then I came back and I sat there waiting, and they came and told me, okay, we did the CAT scan, he's ready. We did a lot of stuff. We needed to find out what was going on. He had some air outside his intestines that shouldn't be there. They said air could be inside your intestines, but not on the exterior of it. Anyway, the CAT scan or MRI showed air places where it shouldn't be. And so they were waiting for a specialist to come down to look at this stuff and tell them what's going on. So she came down and she looked. And she said, okay, we got a problem. Somehow or another, air is entering into these areas. Either he has a hole in his intestines or something's going on. We're going to have to go in there and look. But she said, let me talk to my team of people. She had a team of people. They all had to look at his CAT scans and x-rays, MRIs to see how to proceed forward because Earl's so sick. How to proceed forward, but if we don't do something now, this is going to get worse. Because in the hours that he's left ICU, this has started, something has happened. And they got to go in there and look. It's an exploratory surgery. They're going to cut up his stomach. The intestines go in and look, see what's going on. If there's a problem, they're going to fix it. But there's an issue here. Because of Earl's health and what's going on, he had a 60% chance of not making it through that operation. 60%. So I'm listening to this. I'm thinking, okay, the odds are just getting worse. And they put all this stuff into a computer. That's how they come up with this stuff. I guess AI, who knows? And they said he had a 60% chance that he would make it through the operation. But they needed to make a decision, was it even worth doing the operation? So this is going on and on and on. I decided, well, let me go home. And I gave them my phone number. At this point, Earl was laying in bed. I said, I'll just go home. I live not far from there. If they decide to have the operation, I can just run back over there. So I got home, took the dogs out. Main reason I came out, took the dogs, because I'd been up at this hospital for hours. I said, let me go take care of this house. Turn the lights on, take care of the dogs, all this stuff. And as I was preparing to get back up there, they called and said, hey, we about to run him into surgery right now. This has to be done immediately because he's getting worse. So they're FaceTiming me with Earl, and I'm listening and going on this, and why they need to do it, and blah, blah. I asked Earl, this is what you want to do, and they're telling us the odds that he's not going to make it out to surgery, and it was just crazy. And then after Earl was said, well, I'm going to do the surgery, and I'm like, well, okay, you hear what they telling you. You might not make it out of there alive. Don't y'all want to wait a little while? Let's just see what happens. Maybe this is all wrong. Maybe the air came from something else. They were adamant they're going to go forward with the surgery. Air said he wanted the surgery. I was 100% against it. I was just like, okay, this is insane. This just started, and we already ready to have surgery. It's 2 or 3 in the morning at this point. It's 1:30, 2:30. I said, you're going to do the surgery in the middle of the night? They said, yes. So I said, okay, Earl. So Earl, they hung up the phone, and Earl called me back. And then we talked. And talked. And that was our last conversation. He went forward and had the surgery. And that was on Thursday morning. So yesterday I went back to the hospital on Thursday during the daytime. I got there about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning because they had the surgery. The surgery went fine. He made it out of the surgery. But there are 2 parts to the surgery. They can only do one part of the surgery because Earl was so sick. So he's on a ventilator now, a respirator, all these machines he's hooked up to, and they didn't finish the surgery. So the surgery is not complete. They got to take him back today to do part 2 of the surgery. If he's strong enough to do it today, they're hoping they can do it today. I'm waiting. It's 9 o'clock now. I'm waiting for them to call me. The second surgery, they've given Earl a 10% chance of living. There's a 90% chance he won't make it through the surgery. There's a 10% chance that he will survive. And that's where we are. So, been a doozy for the past 48 hours. So I was with him all day yesterday and late last night. Then I came home and went to bed. I haven't spoke to him since we had the first conversation, that final conversation, our last conversation, before he had the surgery. They have him on a ventilator and they have him sedated because they have the surgery, his stomach is just temporarily closed. They're trying to get his blood pressure up. They're trying to do the second part. They want to get things to improve with him so they can go back in. And when they did do the surgery, they did find what they was looking for. There was actually a tear in his intestines. They have not repaired it yet, but they clean everything up. Everything's cleaned up now. And they did something. I'm not too sure. I'm not a doctor of medical procedure. And they were trying to show me. When I went there yesterday, they wanted to show me what was done. I did not wish to see. I said, I assure you all did everything right. I don't need to see it. There were 10 doctors in the room, 2 nurses, 24 hours with him now. I didn't need to see it. I've seen enough. And then they started talking about, so I said, okay, so we made it through. And then as they dropped the bomb on me with the neck surgery, he only got a 10% chance of making it through. I'm like, why are we doing all this? But odds so low. They say, no, the odds are low. It has to be done. And this is where we are right now. Last night I came home, y'all almost burnt this house down last night. I don't know what the fuck happened. I woke up in the middle of the night and started cooking food. And literally almost burnt this house down. I was asleep. And I woke up and the kitchen was filled with smoke and stuff was burning on the stove. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just do? Y'all almost burnt this house down last night. I almost burnt this house down last night. I took a whole bunch of stuff and went to bed last night so I could get some sleep. And somewhere in the middle of the night, I was sleepwalking and started preparing food. I don't even know why. Maybe I thought it was breakfast time. Maybe I thought it was morning. But I wasn't cooking food. I was burning stuff. Then I woke up, standing over a stove on fire. I'm like, what in the fuck did I just do? So I was shaking after that one. Any old way. Today is Friday. I'm going to get dressed soon. It's about 9:12. It's quiet over here. No workers here today. Most of the work is complete. I just got some painting I need to have done. In the midst of all this stuff, I have put this house up for sale. I signed the documents yesterday. It's officially on the market. I'm just a little tired over here right now. Even if Earl makes it through these operations, he's not coming back here because he's got to go to a nursing home until he can get a heart, liver, and kidney transplant. So this is the time the house is clean. No one's here but just me and them dogs. It's an opportunity for me to put this house on the market, and it's a lot of house. I guess everything is done. I just need some paint, a little bit of painting done. I was talking to the realtor. He's going to start bringing people in. As soon as he wants this girl that this stager, she's headed over here now so I can give her a key. She wants to come through here and stage the house and do some stuff that she thinks needs to be done. The painter, he won't be able to get in for a couple of days, but that's fine. He can paint while they looking. I don't care. I'm over it. It's not like I have to sell this house, but I think I need to be something much smaller. This is starting to get ridiculous. Going up 3 and 4 flights of stairs, this is not okay. This is exhausting. I don't know what the future holds. I'm just sitting here in shock. I know I got to get up, get dressed. Somebody's outside blowing leaves. Life goes on, don't it? I am exhausted. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he is strong enough to have that operation today. They haven't called me. Nine o'clock, maybe I should call them. Sometimes you get tired of these surprises and shock the world out of you. When I figured no phone, they got my phone number big as day up there on that wall. No phone calls, ain't nothing going on, man. Everything must be fine right now. Just since they haven't called me, I don't think they've taken him in for that operation yet. Or maybe he's not ready yet. Anyway, it goes. I'll find out when I get there because I'm about to take the dogs out. I was going to cook some breakfast, but I'm scared now. I almost burned his house down in the middle of the night. What in the hell just happened? That man got here early blowing them damn leaves. When will these leaves stop falling? I guess when I sell this house and move over, man. This house up for sale, it's time to move. Everything's done inside, it's beautiful. Just some minor painting needs to be done. I'm gonna get him over there to paint this stuff. She's gonna stage the house. I gotta tell you, huge argument with this realtor. There's a rear staircase on this house, and there's a rear staircase. I never got around to the rear staircase because that's how we were doing the work, getting up and down the stairs. So I was going to put carpet on the rear staircases, which is what I have on the other staircases. The main staircase to the house. So I was going to put carpet on there. He's like, I don't want to put carpet on there. I don't want you to put carpet on there. I'm like, we got to do something. These stairs are all beat up. I'm not great sand and we finish these stairs. Not right now. I'd rather just put the carpet. So we went back and forth. And so finally made the decision, well, don't do nothing. I'm like, okay, we're going to leave it like this. Let the buyer decide if they want carpet or they want the wood. We finish as real wood. I just didn't feel like going through all the drama, then be finishing all them stairs and shit. I didn't want to be bothered. The odor of that stuff and me living here and sand in the item, just throw some carpet down. That's what I got everywhere else. He didn't like the carpet. Yeah, shit. That's the only thing left is that stairwell, and I saved that for last because I knew we need to get up and down them stairs. They had to let equipment up and down them stairs. And the wall, that whole stairwell needs to be painted in the carpet of the stairs, whatever. But he said, we'll just let the buyer make that decision how they want to handle that stairwell. It's just a back staircase. Anyway, I need to take the dogs out. I'm not going to cook breakfast here today because I got PTSD after what happened last in the middle of this night. Me up there burning, I almost fucking burned his house down. What the hell? I was out, and I woke up in the midst of all this craziness. I don't even know how I'm not even injured. So, we're going to go back, get dressed. I got my coffee. Man, this coffee is delicious this morning. The house is spotless over here. Rosie came by and just kind of ran through here. I said, Rosie, go look at the house. She came over. She cleaned up for me. She didn't do the whole house, but she did enough. She just tackled a few things. Made up tight, just cleaned up a few things. Now I gotta take down these Christmas decorations. I'm gonna get my nephew, get his lazy ass over there and take down the Christmas decorations, put this in the basement. Anyway, got a few things I need to do as I prepare to. I told him to put this out on the market and list it. There's nothing for sale over here. I mean, nothing. I keep looking. I ain't seen nothing. I'm checking in today to see anybody else put their house, but there's nothing for sale. It's been like this for weeks now. It's middle of winter. There's nothing for sale. Anyway, I'm about to get. I gotta take a shower and take the dogs out. I'm taking the dogs out first, then shower. And then proceed for it. Today is Friday. It is January 23rd. The year is 2025. The year is off to one doozy of a start. Day 3 of a whole new year. Well, I'm out of here. I'm gonna do a video from the hospital. I'm gonna be there for most of the day today. I'll see you all later. Plus, the Wi-Fi is super fast over at that hospital. I can upload videos there really quick. They got the fastest Wi-Fi I've ever seen. Anyway, I'm out of here, and I'll speak to you all later, and I'll let you know what's going on with Earl. I'm out.